Assalamu alaikum. Hello and welcome to Excel tutorial part 2. In this lesson, we will explore and see how to delete a row or column, how to insert a row or column before or after the current column, or below or above the current row. We will see how to reference or access a data stored in a cell using cell reference or cell address. We'll see a little bit about formulas and sheets. Okay, let's start. Now, in part 1, we have seen how to add headings or labels. So, okay, now we'll add here item name, assuming this is a database for a small shop, okay, for a small store. Item and price. So as we have seen in previous lesson, after adding the labels, we can make the column bigger by holding the line, dragging it to the right. Okay. Now let's apply proper formatting to make it look presentable and good. So I'm choosing Times New Romans. For this one also, Times New Romans, you can do that, or you can select using this format painter. Okay, we can make it bold. We can change the color of the font. Let's make it red and bold, and then font size bigger. Want it to be okay. This much is okay. Now it doesn't fit, so I have to make this one a bit bigger. Again, good. And I want to apply this same formats on this cell. So I can do the same process, but shortcut, just select this cell, okay, and then click Format Painter, and then come here, click here, shorter, eh? Okay, good. Now we can color this one to make it, to give a proper boundary, separation. It will look nice if I apply this guy. Good. You can choose your own favorite color. Now, since we have done our heading and we have applied this, okay. Now, suppose we want to add or insert a row above this one, okay, for some description. What we can do is just click on this row, right, and then right click, insert, okay. So you can add a row above this one, yeah. So we have seen how to add or insert a row above the current row. To delete a row, just click on the row and right click and then delete. Okay, that's how you delete a row or how you add a row. So now let's see how we can add a column or delete a column. So if I want to add a column before this, okay, before this, okay, just click on the column, select the column, right click, insert, okay. It has inserted here. So let's say description here. We'll add description. Okay. Good. So the item here, items we are selling, chocolates, sneakers, let's say. Sneakers. I love sneakers. Okay, sneakers. I don't know how to spell sneakers. Huh? I think I got it wrong. You can correct it. Funny. I'm good in spelling them. Okay, so sneakers, I can add description, let's say the companies, I'm just giving imaginable business, not Bell's company, Bell's chocolate, okay? The brand, okay? Bell's Choco, it's a company, and all the supplier. So the description is here, and then I'll say the price, 2, okay? And then here I'm going to add soft drink, mango juice. Mango juice, yeah? Okay, so mango juice. So this is the supplier is Fanta soft drinks. Okay. Okay. So that's the company, and this is the price. I'm gonna put the price. Let's say 70. Okay. Yes, you can put more description here. A milliliter, 200 ml, for example. Okay. And then let's add 3 more things. Okay. Let's add 10 big 10 big pro. Okay. So price is 20 cents. Okay. Let's add water. Okay. Mineral water, which is 500 ml. Mineral water 500 ml. Okay. The supplier is pure natural. Okay. Yeah, that's a company. Okay, and the price is, let's say, 50. Okay. Good. Now, so what we have done is we have added a heading, and then we have seen how to insert a column before the current column. If you want to add a column here in between, you can click here, insert. Doesn't give us those options. So clearly, if you want to come in between, just click here. Okay. If you want it to appear before this, you click here and click insert. Okay. If you want it to appear between this and this, you click here and basically adding before this. Okay. Good. So we have seen how to insert a column, how to insert a row or delete a row. You can also see how to delete a row. Okay. So let's delete this row and we'll undo it. Okay. If I want to delete this row, just click on it and then right click, delete. Oh, did I say insert? Okay. Just select the column, right click and then delete. Okay. So let's undo. Undo is to bring it back, whatever you lost. Okay. Restore. So undo is to restore. Redo is to remove. Okay. Now we have seen how to insert a column, how to delete a column, how to insert a row, how to delete a row, and the others are what we have seen previously. Now, after doing this, the next thing we want to discuss is about how to reference a data is stored in a cell using the cell reference. Previously, in our previous lesson, we have discussed about that each row and each column is identified by certain identifier. So if you remember, columns are identified with alphabets A, B, C, and rows are identified with numbers, first row, second row, and so on. Now, cells also have identifiers. So a cell is identified by the corresponding column and row that formed the cell. So here, for example, in this case, this cell is C2, okay, because it's formed by a combination of cell C and second row. Okay. Now each cell is identified by this identifier. Now, in that, what does this mean is I can access this data, whatever data is stored in each cell using the cell identifier or the cell reference, or it's also called cell address. Okay. Cell reference or cell address or cell identifier. Okay. Using this identifier, we can access our data. What do I mean by that? Let me show you. Just come here and click here, okay, on this cell. What is this cell? This is G11. So I'm going to click here, and I want this data. I want it to show me this data, okay? Okay. The data, which one? Pure natural water. So I will not type here pure natural water. What I want is, I want to copy this content here. If I want to copy this content here, what I will do is just equal, okay? I'll type equal, and then I will click on the cell, okay? All right. But when I click on the cell, you can see it's saying B5. Why it's saying B5? Because this cell is identified with B5. It's made by cell row column B and row 5. So it's identified with B5. The cell reference or the cell address is B5. So if I type equal B5 on any other cells, it's going to copy that content. See, press enter, and then it shows you that content. So it's not happen, this one doesn't happen only here. You can go creating another sheet, add another sheet, click here to add another sheet. Here, come here, and then do the same thing, equal, okay? Now you want the content over there to be copied here. After clicking equal, Excel is waiting for you to enter data, because the equal means a copy for me, okay? Write for me something, okay? So it's waiting for you. So I'm going to copy this content, okay? Now, if I go there, see, it's saying now, instead of saying, now, did not just say A4. It said what? Sheet 2, and there is exclamation mark, and then A4, because we are now copying this from another sheet, okay? Oh, I think I made a mistake. It should not even say sheet 2. Let's go again. Let's do it again, okay? Equal, all right? And then I'm clicking on this one, okay? And then press enter. See, just click there, press enter. What happened? It's replaced. If I double click on this one, what is saying now? Equal sheet 1, exclamation mark, A2. Now we have copied the content of cell A2, which is found in sheet 1. We can have multiple sheets. We'll see in the future tutorials. We can have multiple sheets to help us organize different data. We can keep our data of certain entity on one sheet and another entity on another sheet. For example, you have a business, there are multiple stores for store A, store B, all this information, you can keep them stored on a separate sheet. And then you can analyze all this data on another sheet, okay? So Excel is flexible. It allows us not only to reference and access the data on the same sheet, but it allows us access data and reference on another sheet of the same worksheet, or even another sheet of a different worksheet. This whole file is called a worksheet. A worksheet may have multiple sheets, okay? Okay. You can also access data from another worksheet. We'll see that in the future lessons. Okay, so today we have seen that you can reference data of a cell using the cell address, okay? You can access or copy the data stored in a specific cell using its address, okay? Very important, keep that in mind, okay? You can do that on the same sheet or another sheet, okay? Good, let's summarize before finishing this. Oh, one more thing I forgot. I needed to include about formulas. I said I'll include about formulas also, just a little bit introductory. Now in Excel, we can analyze our data, okay? By analyzing, we can make a summary, okay? After, for example, we can calculate a total amount of sales we made, total cost, and then calculate profit and so on. We'll see that in the future lessons, but for today, let's just quickly see here, add one more column in here, okay? Quantity, okay? So this is a quantity, and then when I type enter, it because I have previously selected this, if you remember. That's all. Okay. Now that's quantity, and then here I will have total price. Okay. So total price. I wonder how it happened in the autumn. I'm wondering, but I think I have selected and applied this format into that graph. Okay, so now let's say this is a quantity, okay? Now, quantity, for example, here, let's say we have sold 10 chocolates, okay? 10 Snickers, and we have sold 15 mango juice, and we have sold like 20 bees. There are many students, okay? And then let's say we have sold 100 water bottles. Okay. Now we can calculate over here the total price, just adding a simple formula. Remember previously when we were referencing a data stored in a cell, we use it equal sign first, right? So in formulas also we do the same thing. Every Excel formula always starts with equal sign. Okay, remember that's a rule. Every Excel formula starts always with equal sign. Now typing equal sign, what I want to do is to calculate how much amount I made totally, how much revenue I made out of selling chocolate sneakers. Okay, the quantity is 10, each item price is 2, so total should be the product, right? Click here to select this one, or you can type it, C2, if you want to. Times, you can type the cell address if you want to, okay? Now, for example, this one, for the quantity, it's D2. Capitalization doesn't matter, you understand, okay? Now, the moment I type this formula, you can just type the cell address, or you can click on the cell to select that cell, okay? This star or asterisk is for multiplication. In Excel, multiplication is represented with asterisk, okay? Now, C2 times D2, we started with equal sign, equal C2 times D2, then press enter, it gives you the product, okay? Excel, now we want to do the same thing for this one. You can do this equal. You can do this. You can do this equal. You can do this equal times. Okay, this times this one. Click and do this. Okay. Perfect. Yeah. Now you don't. If you have, imagine you have hundreds of data like that, and calculating line by line, it's tiring, right? Excel is very thoughtful. The developer is very thoughtful. Thanks to them, they have given us a solution for that. You don't have to do the formula every line. All you can do is copy the formula. Just when you click at the edge of this cell, the plus sign appears. Drag this cell down. Okay. So what happened? We actually copied the formula. The data is replaced for each. Okay. What we did is just copied the formula. Okay, down. So we don't have to type it. So this is saying C4 times D4, and this one is saying C5 times D5. That's it. So we have done a simple calculation using Excel of calculating a revenue. If you want to know a total here, you can say total sum. If you want to make total sum here and type equal, okay, you can select and add the whole thing. Or you can write a formula called sum, equal, then sum. And then select these whole things, okay? Okay, then close this box, press enter. Now it has calculated for us the total sum, okay? That's it for today. So to summarize, we have seen today lots of interesting things. Let's quickly summarize this. Oh, copy it down. Okay, summarizing this, what we have seen is how to delete a row, how to add a row, how to delete and how to delete and insert a column. We have also seen how to reference data using how to reference data or how to access data stored in a cell using a cell reference or cell address. We have seen about sheets, okay, how you can analyze data in one sheet in another sheet, right? You can analyze on another sheet, okay, here, like for example, copying this one, processing it, you can do that. We have also seen how to do a simple calculation, like calculating the total price, okay, for each item, and then calculating the total sum. So for today, that's it. Thank you for watching.